You probably picture Claude Code looking like this: dark terminal, green code scrolling fast, some hoodie hacker pounding keys. Honestly, that's what I pictured the first time I heard the name. Looks like it's not for me. But the reality is mine looks like this. And it spits out stuff like this for me, an actual non-coder. I will show you what's going on and the smallest possible thing you can try yourself today. Hey, I'm Welly. I am not a programmer, but I run 2 software businesses, Card Mango and Birdsend. My small development team handles the code, while I'm the one playing with AI all day, figuring out how to automate my online businesses with AI. This video is for non-coders, and here's what I'll cover: how to get Claude Code set up, what it actually is, why I picked it over other AI tools, and the simplest thing you can try today. The first thing we need to do is to go to Google and type in VS Code, and then we click the first result. And don't be worried or scared when you see the word code editor. Yes, this is the app that programmers use to code, but we are going to be using it for something much simpler. We are not going to be writing any code because we don't know anything about coding. Just download this free app, click this button and download it and install it on your computer. Then we open VS Code and it looks like this. We go to this left-hand side, call extensions. We click this and type in Claude Code, click the first results by Anthropic. And I have already installed this on my VS Code, so it says uninstall, but for your case, it will say install. Just click the button and then install this extension on your VS Code. Just a heads up, you need a paid account for this. It starts at $20 per month. So when you have installed this extension, you will be asked to log into your Anthropic account. Just log in. The next step we need to do is to click the top left button over here. And then we're gonna open a folder on our computer. Let's say this one called Claude Code for non-coders. So this is basically this folder on our computer, right? I'm on my Finder because I'm in a Mac. If you're on a Windows, it will say File Explorer, right? This is a folder. So if we click create a new folder over here, let's say test1, you can see that this test1 folder is also shows up over here. We can even go inside this folder. Let's say we type in a file called hello.txt. If we go back to our Finder, we double click this, you can see that the hello.txt file shows up over here as well. So if I delete this, we go back here, you can see that that file has also been deleted. Next step, we want to click this Claude icon. We click this and a window like this will show up on the right-hand side. So this is basically Claude Code. It's a chatbot window that lives inside VS Code. It sits on the right. On the left, again, is the folder structure. You can see all the folders and your files. And on the right, you can chat with the AI. And here's the part where it actually changes things for non-coders, because this chat doesn't just write back to you. When you ask the AI to make something, it saves whatever it makes as a real file and as a real folder inside this Claude Code for non-coders folder. The AI also remembers your folder between sessions. You can close VS Code today, and then you come back next week and you open that folder again, and the chat still knows what's in there. You pick up exactly where you stopped. Now, every workflow I shared in this channel lives in a folder setup like this. This is my business workflows. For example, these are the outputs that the AI has given me. So let's say PDF generation, it actually creates the file. I don't have to copy the content from ChatGPT, for example. It lives directly inside my computer. It actually creates the files for me. For example, this PDF, and then there are sketch illustration, even the video thumbnails for the YouTube video. So yeah, VS Code looks like a code editor on the box, right? But for a non-coder like me and you, we can think of this as a smart folder with a chat panel attached. Once that clicks, you stop being scared of it. It's just a chat that knows about your files. Real quick on the other 2 Anthropic options, Claude.ai and Claude Cowork. Claude.ai is the chat in your browser. I use it for quick questions, drafting copy, brainstorming. It can even hand you downloadable files. But every conversation still starts from scratch. No persistent folder of your work. It's fine for quick stuff, but not for ongoing projects. Cowork is the more interesting one. It's actually built for non-developers, people like me and like you watching this video. There's a visual interface. It builds reports, documents, spreadsheets, all of that. But here's why I went with Claude Code anyway. 3 reasons. First, the skills I built live as folders on my hard drive, plain text files. I can edit them, share them, copy them anywhere, and hand them to a client. And here's the big one. If I ever wanted to switch to a different AI tool down the road, like Gemini CLI from Google or Codex from OpenAI, my skill folders come with me. They are plain text documents. They work anywhere a different AI tool can read text. Cowork skills live inside the Cowork app. Useful, sure, but I'm logged into Anthropic's ecosystem. Second, Claude Code can write actual scripts that run on my computer. The email sorting workflow I showed in another video and the workflows I use in my business, those are scripts Claude Code wrote sitting in a folder on my computer. Cowork cannot write scripts. So if you want to build automations that integrate deep with stuff on your computer, Claude Code is the only one that can do that. And third, the UI is dead simple. Folder on the left, chat on the right. Cowork has more screens and buttons. It's not hard, but it's just more than nothing. With Claude Code, I just talk to the chat and files appear in the folder. No learning curve to figure out how to use the app. So that's the call. Producing one-off documents and reports, try Cowork. If you're building a stack of automations that run your online business, use Claude Code. Now, I want to talk about skills. This is the one many people get nervous about because it sounds technical. It's not, I promise. So picture it like this. Imagine the first time you ask Claude Code to sort your email. You will type out a long prompt, right? For example, let's say 5 categories, what each one means, how you want replies to be drafted, lots of typing. Now, a skill is that long prompt saved as a file. So that the next morning, the next week, the next month, when you say run my email skill, the AI just reads the file and does the whole thing for you. Same result, no more retyping, no more reprompting. I've got a skill for sorting my email, which is this one email chief of stuff. I also have a skill on cleaning up my Gmail account to mass unsubscribe from email lists and mass delete emails. I've got another one for building lead magnets. Each skill has some files inside that skill. So lead magnet creation skill, within the skill, there are some more folders and files. For example, lead magnet creation, if I click this skill.md, this is basically a set of text instructions written in plain English. It's like how you would prompt the AI. The difference is you create a file for this so that it can be reused over and over and over again. So let's quickly take a look what this lead magnet creation skill is. Audience plus paid offer in, lead magnets that give a quick win and naturally bridge the paid offer out 10 steps, 3 days. Okay, references is reference my writing style. Inputs, outputs, the formats of the lead magnet, the SOP, step 1 do this, step 2 do this, step 3 do that, etc. And then the gate 1 idea approval, gate 2 content approval, and so on. So that's what skills are. Each one turns a one-time AI conversation into a button you can press whenever you want. Every workflow I show on this channel is a skill. Now let me show you the simplest possible thing you can do with this. 1 chat message in, 3 usable files out. I am going to paste a prompt. I'm launching a $47 swipe file of email subject lines for solo course creators. Write me 3 launch assets, a sales page, a launch email, and an announcement social post. Save each file as its own file in a new folder called launch. So I'm going to click enter and the AI is thinking. It's creating a launch folder over here and it's writing the sales page document. Now it's writing the launch email and now it's writing the social post. It says that all 3 assets are live in launch folder, which is over here. We click this. Let's take a look, launch email.md. And MD stands for a markdown document, which basically is just text files. As you can see over here, it's plain text. We can click the magnifying glass over here so that we can see this in a more visual way. Okay, launch email, subject line, the 20 minutes I lose every time I write an email. The email itself, the CTA. Let's take a look at the sales page. The subject line swipe file, 312 proven email subject lines that solo course creators are stealing to 2 to 4x their open rates without writing a single new word from scratch. Okay, what's inside? Who this is for, who this is not for, why this pricing, FAQ, and then CTA. Let's take a look at the social post. Announcement social post platforms is X, Threads, LinkedIn, single post version, Threads version, LinkedIn version. Obviously, the output here is a one-shot prompt, right? It's not written in my voice. I can feed the AI with my writing samples and I can tell them to analyze my writing and rewrite all these pieces using the same tone and writing style. So there you have it, 3 pieces of launch copy from 1 chat message sitting as files in my folder. Mine to keep, edit, and ship whenever I'm ready. If you have ever launched a digital product, you know this part. Sales page, email, social post. Same message, rewritten in 3 lengths for 3 places. It's tedious to coordinate even when AI is doing the actual writing. And here's what I want you to notice. Other AI chats can produce these 3 pieces too. Some can even hand you downloadable files. But those files come out of a chat thread. To actually use them, you have to download them, you name them, you organize them, and then you drop them into a folder somewhere. In Claude Code, the files are already in my folder, sitting next to everything else I'm working on. 3 files because I asked for 3. I could have asked for 10 and got 10. Whatever you ask for shows up where you want it. And the next time I launch a different product, I don't even have to retype the prompt. I just save it as a skill, like we talked about earlier. And next month, you just say, launch my next product. Chat in, files out. That's the smallest thing Claude Code can do. And even at this level, it's already pulling weight in an online business. Now, I want you to practice creating your first prompt in Claude Code. Open VS Code, point it at any folder on your computer, doesn't matter which one, and empty folder works fine. Then type one prompt into the chat. If you don't know where to start, try this. Write me a sales page, launch email, and announcement social post for your product. Save each in a new launch folder. Then drop your real product into the brackets and hit enter. You will see 3 files appear in your folder. And that's it, you have used Claude Code. If you want more starter prompts, I have 10 more for you, specifically for digital product sellers. You can go to cardmango.com/g/resources. And don't worry, you don't need to give me your email address. It's totally free for you, no catch. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. It helps me a ton. It also helps other people like you automate their day-to-day business workflows. Let me know in the comments what you want me to automate next, and I will cover it in a future video. See you in the next one.